We are 12. Go Hawks!
Regular season episode. Seahawks so close to victory, yet 49ers win in overtime.
Welcome to another We Are 12 Go Hawks. 49ers 26, Seahawks 23. Yeah, unfortunately we lost this one. Unfortunately we still have to play, unfortunately, I mean it would have been nice to, it's going to be nice to see the Seahawks play really well in our last two games anyway, because I believe we will. But if we had won the game against the 49ers, we would have been already into the playoffs, and there would have been a bit of a bit chill factor there. And as it is, we still have plenty to a lot to play for. But this game against the 49ers, I've read and I've heard some people really blaming Janikowski for not making that first field goal attempt. After the first touchdown for the extra point, we would have won it then, maybe 24-23. But you know what? I'm not blaming Janikowski. I don't like blaming one individual, especially in a team sport. It's a collective. It's not never just down to one individual, even if one individual has a really bad game. And Janikowski did not have a really bad game. Okay, he missed that kick, okay, but then he made another kick in the game worth 3 points, for example, and another for a point. And you've got to kind of like weigh the situation now. And it wasn't just Janikowski out there, was it? There were other players out there. And they had a lot of time on the ball as well, and possession wise, or they had a chance to stop the 49ers plays. So yeah, it's not just down to one person. For me, a bigger factor were the penalties. This season we've been actually quite disciplined. Last season we weren't. This season we've been really good as far as penalties go. It's nowhere near as bad as it was last season. But this game, for some reason, there were loads of penalties, which, were they okay calls, were they not? Did the referees get them right? Especially that one pass interference. They said that it was Shaquille Griffin right in overtime. You can argue that it wasn't, you can argue that it was pass interference. Personally, I think it's borderline. I think I can see why maybe the referees called it, but then again I could see why they might have left it and said it was not okay. I think actually with Shaquille Griffin, it was borderline, but I think it was an okay challenge from him. I don't actually think it should have been called as a pass interference, but they did, and you can't do anything about that. So yeah, from their plays after that, it resulted in the winning field goal, if I remember correctly, and yeah, so we ended up losing it. But you know what? There are some positives from this game, and the main positive for me is seeing Doug Baldwin and Russell Wilson, that link-up play, 2 touchdowns that way. Russell Wilson, Doug Baldwin, touchdown. Russell Wilson, Doug Baldwin, touchdown. And especially the second touchdown, I really enjoyed that one. And I think that's going to be one of the legendary touchdowns on video compilations of Seahawks touchdowns. I really do. So yeah, that was positive. That was something that was optimistic. Running backs, Chris Carson and Mike Davis, they were fantastic in the game. Really fantastic in the game. There were a lot of positivities as well. Okay, you can lose a game, but you can also think, okay, we lost the game, but we did fight, and we did fight. Okay, for both teams, the turf wasn't the best. It wasn't the best. It might, so that's a factor for both teams. But as I said, you can you have performances where you lose, like games where you lose, like against the LA Rams on the road. We lost, but for example, Russell Wilson was unbelievable in that game. And this game, he was really solid. I thought, he made really good decisions, really good plays as well. I'm optimistic before the next 2 games. Next one's of course against the Chiefs, and then after that we've got the Cardinals. I'm optimistic. I'm still optimistic, and I can be because we've been showing character. And we the games we've lost this season haven't been by many. We've been in the games. They haven't been like, we've been really struggling for points and the other team's been, blowing us away. No, we've been in the game, so we still got character there. We've got fight in us, and we're going to make those playoffs. We're going to make the playoffs. I'm sure of it. I just feel it that we're going to, we've got this team. This team is full of potential, full of fight, full of character. So yeah, even though we lost, I'm still a proud Seahawks fan. Go Hawks!
Go Hawks!